All right, here we are. Let's come to our comfortable posture and our mats and do some breath work. Oh, actually, let's grab a strap today. If you don't have one already by your mat. If you don't have a strap, scarf or a long towel can work just fine. Belt. So once you find your seat, just take a long drink in through the nose, long breath. Slow exhale. Move the air. More. Go ahead and just pull one arm across your body. Open that side of the shoulder, the back part of the shoulder there, and try to send the inhale up and back behind that shoulder blade. Let's go across the other arm. Again, try to broaden and lift that shoulder blade. Breathe into that space. Then do the reverse. You're going to turn your palms up, elbows against the ribs, and just gently pull the thumbs back, bumping into some plants. So you feel it opening across the chest, and do the same thing. You're going to breathe across the chest, filling in the space with your breathing to complement the stretch. So a mindful embodied movement. The breath supports the effort level, the focus level, and helps the body relax as it receives the attention of the mind and awareness. Good. Hands on the knees. Gently just lean your ribs forward. Let the chin lift slightly. Inhale. Let's sit back a little bit, drawing the ribs back. Pull the belly muscles in slightly. Let's do that 3 or 4 more times. Just going to bring the ribs forward, lift the chin slightly. Inhale. And then back. Complete movement with the breath. Inhale forward. Exhale back. If you're feeling any sort of immobility, it might be because your hips are too low. You can sit a little higher. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Good. Take your left hand, put it across the right knee. Just gently press against that knee with the hand. Start to twist and turn the spine, feeling it spiral inside the torso. Good. Unroll. You're going to take the other hand, cross it over the knee, press down, and twist the other way. Back to center. Just hang your head a little bit and try to pull the shoulders down away from the ears, lengthening the back of your neck. Breathe along the back ribs. Breathe up into the back of the shoulders. Inhale, come up. Let's go ahead, scoop the prop out from underneath you. We're going to lie on our back. You can support your head if you want, and you'll go ahead and find your strap. Supporting the head if you'd like with a pillow or a block, just a little support. We'll take the feet together and let the knees fall open first. You can interlock the hands behind the head or lay the arms out like they were in a field goal post shape that fell over. Just letting the front of the hips, inner hips, and the front of the chest open here a moment. Turn your head all the way to the left. Releasing the neck for a moment. Breathe long and slow. You're trying to create a mental state. Being with your body, you're going to turn your head the other direction. Creating a mental state with your breath. It's like a way to approach your embodiment. Back to center. Go ahead, bring the knees up. Unravel your strap sort of thing, and you're going to hook it across the middle of your foot. Just reach that leg up into the sky. Let each hand hold each end of the strap in one hand. And start with the knees pretty close to each other. So your right knee's bent and your left leg is straight up in the air. And notice that when your left leg's in the air, you can pull with your left hand on the strap a little more, and it will bring the pinky edge of the foot lower. Can you feel that? Maybe you can see it. When you pull on one end of the strap, the outer edge, it pulls that pinky side of the foot toward the hip. Do that. Engage that. Really pull on the strap, especially on that outer edge, to rotate the ankle joint. Keep that and start to lift the leg up. Now, we don't want the toes to turn out. We just want to tone that ankle a little bit as you bring the leg up a little higher into the stretch. Hold the pose. Breathe here. Good. Now, start to bend that knee and pull the elbows apart. Bend your elbows and pull the elbows apart. So it's like you're in like a lunge pose upside down. It's like an upside down lunge pose. And you're pulling that knee wide of your ribs. Just a little wide of your ribs. And it's like that left foot is stomping on the ceiling. Excellent. Let's go ahead and remove the strap and then release the foot to the floor. When you're ready, let's go for the second side. We'll strap over the middle of the foot. Each hand holds one end of the strap. And put that leg in the air so the knees are about equal height. Pull with the right hand so the outer right foot rotates down toward the floor some. We don't want to turn the foot out. The toes should still point straight overhead. Slowly start to pull the leg until you feel a stretch running down the back of it. Pause there. Breathe into the pose. Go ahead, pull the elbows apart as you bend the straight knee down and out. So it's like a lunge pose that is on its back. Feeling into this hip might be a little different than the first side. You're just cultivating that yogic presence. Good. Go ahead and remove the strap with the foot come to the floor. Relax a moment. Let's do one more round. You're going to take the left foot up again. Work that outer edge of the foot. And this time, so the left foot's up, you're going to hold both ends of the strap in the left hand. And move the leg straight out to the left. And as you do this, you can let your right knee, if your leg is bent, let the right knee fall away in opposition as like a counterweight, opening the inner hips. Good. Bring the knee up, bring the leg up, and now grab the straps with your right hand and pull the leg across your body. Try to keep that hip on the floor, your left hip. You can even put your left hand on your hip. We're just really stretching the outer leg, not really twisting. You can twist a little. Make sure you get the outer leg. Good. Bend the knee, remove the strap, and lower the foot to the floor. Just rest a moment here. Breathe. And go ahead and hook the right foot. Reach it up into the sky. Hold both ends in one hand. And move the right leg out to the right. You can let the left knee drop out to the left in counterweight, opposition. Bring that leg back up. Hold the strap in the other hand, the left hand, and pull that leg across the body so you get a stretch on the outer right leg. Again, reminding yourself to keep the hip down. It can come up a little, but it's not a twist, but it's more of a stretch of the outer leg. Bend that knee. Release the strap and the foot to the floor. Stretch your arms now. Put your hands back near the floor, or you can rest them on something a little higher up and try to slide the back of your hands along the floor until you lifted your arms up overhead. Thinking about straightening the elbows. You can go wide. It can be like a V, or it can be like a number 11 with your arms. And let the side ribs grow long and spacious. Keep breathing. Good. Curl the body up, look through the knees. You can press your hands down by your hips. Press the hands down by your hips, look through the knees, let the core engage. Level 2, you're going to float your feet off the ground a couple inches. And then rest it back down. Pull the feet off the ground a couple inches. And then back down. Last one, keep your head up, feet off the ground a couple inches. Good, and come all the way down. If you had a prop under your head, remove it. Push down with your feet and lift your hips up, bridge pose. Exhale down. Inhale up, bridge pose. Exhale down. Last one, bridge pose. Exhale down. And then roll to your side before pressing up to a comfortable posture of tabletop pose. Tabletop pose. Hands and knees. Once you're in hands and knees, you're just going to swing your hips off to one side and then the other. Checking our newfound mobility from our strap work. Good. Let's put a little bit of stretch, a little bit of strength back into the stretch. You're going to reach back with your left toe and touch it on the floor, straight back. You're going to lift it and like you're drawing a little archway up and out. Then you're going to draw an archway up and all the way across to the right side. So left leg up and all the way out to the left, touch down, and then up all the way over across to the right, touch down. From one edge of the mat to the other, if not wider. Archway, 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 archway. Good. Two more. And release back to center. Step back with the right toe, touching the big toe to the ground. You can draw an archway wide, and then an archway across. Archway wide, archway across. Wide, across. Couple more. Lifting up and over, up and over. Two more. And come back to center. Good. Down to the elbows and melt your heart. Sink it down so it's like the arm bones go deep into the back of the shoulder. Keep melting the chest, start to open the throat here. And breathe. Good. So you can get a little lower by backing your knees up. Allowing the back to just hang here a moment. And back the knees up a little further. You can try to keep the hips over the knees. And hang a little further. Good. Now rock the hips to the ground and relax. Reach your hands out in front of you, like you're a flying superhero, and then lift your crown up. Long cobra pose. Breathe here. Relax your whole musculature except for the back muscles needed to lift up your head. Then lift up the arms and pull them back. Squeeze them like you're trying to touch your elbows behind your back. Reach them forward and then rest them down on the ground. Inhale, lift up. Long cobra. Then lift up the arms. Squeeze them back like you're trying to touch your elbows behind your back. Reach back forward. And then rest down and turn the other cheek. Inhale, lift up, long cobra. Float the arms, use the upper back, squeeze back. Forward, nice and slow, and turn the other cheek. One more round each side. Lift up. Arms up. Squeeze back. Out in front. Turn the other cheek. Breathe, feel the muscles releasing in the no effort. Inhale up, arms up, squeeze back, hands down under your shoulders. Inhale up, cobra. Exhale back, tabletop. Or child's pose, actually. Let's do a child's pose first. Then come to tabletop. You can do this from downward dog, or you can do this from tabletop. You're going to lift up your left leg, like you're putting your foot on the ceiling, and then you're going to exhale, squeeze it underneath you like you're trying to give your knee a kiss. You did it 4 more times. Leg up, knee, leg, give the knee a kiss. Or at least think about it. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, under. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, leg under. Inhale, leg up. Exhale, under. Good. Put that knee back down. Let's do the other side. Right leg up. Exhale, under. Leg up. Exhale, under. Moving and breathing. Leg up. Under. Leg up. Under. Leg up. Under. Last one. Put that leg back down. Let's go downward facing dog if you're not there already. Bend your knees. You can rest your belly a little bit more towards your thighs and push back. Push down with your hands. Open your down dog. Good. Let's come back down to our knees and walk our hands back until we're up in kneeling pose. Go ahead, step the left foot forward and push through the hips 1 time and back out of it. Push through the hips again and back out. And 3rd time, sink into the hips. Lift up your chest, lift up your gaze. Lift up your right hand. Stretch and breathe. Good. Let's touch both hands down to the floor if you can. If you can't, you can find blocks and cut down the blocks. And just rock your forehead forward, opening up that front hip. Okay, step it back, come back up, kneeling pose. You're going to shift over and put your right foot in front. Hands on the knees. 3 times. We're going to bend. Back out. Keep breathing. Bend. Back out. Exhale. Number 3, bend. Stay in the pose. Up, open the chest. If you want, put the left hand up high in the sky. Breathe with the stretch. Good. Come down, you put the hands on the blocks. Or the floor. Push the knee forward. And step back. Good. Tabletop, turn your hands out so your fingers point to the sides of the mat instead of the front. And then again, try to squeeze your shoulders onto your back. A little shoulder opening here. If it's available to you, you're going to turn your hands again so your fingers point to the back of the mat. Experience that variation on the pose. Keep breathing. Let it release the posture. Let the breath release the posture. The mind is there observing, staying connected to the pose. Good. Downward facing dog again. Bend your knees. Let's bend our knees even deeper. And then push down to straighten the leg in and out. Go ahead and walk your hands back until your feet become flat on the ground. Bend your knees again, resting your belly on your thighs. Inhale, roll up. Reach up to the sky. Hands down by your sides. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Hands down by your sides. You're going to shift over into your right foot. Take a big old step forward with your left. Reach up, warrior one. Breathing. Try to lengthen and slow the breath to exist inside the posture. Push the legs straight. Hinge the hips. Bow like you're dipping your nose over the big toe. If you can stretch your arms out like airplane wings. And then bring your right hand down to touch your calf or knee. Bring it back out. Bring the left hand down to touch the calf or knee. So you're twisting just a little bit each side. So it's like a twisted pyramid and then it's like a triangle pose. Back down, inhale up. Bend the front knee and step on back to the back of your mat. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale down. Arms to the sky. Exhale down. Shift the weight over into the left foot. Take a big old step forward with the right. Warrior one. Inhale, arms to the sky. Breathe. Try to exist inside the shape. Your mind is just holding a presence, observing this body in time and space. Feel the breath moving through it. Good. Straighten the front leg. Bow over. Just dip the nose over the big toe. If you want, make it a little challenge. You open your wings out. And the first one is twisting the left hand down. Back out. Twisting the right hand down. Back out. Bend the front knee. Come up. And step back to the back of your mat. Good. Inhale, arms, palms face front. Bend your knees, relax down. Let's swoop our arms up. And then rise up. Exhale, hands down. Bend the knees again. Inhale, swoop the arms up. Slowly, keep the knees bent. And then at the top, then you rise up. Arms down. As the arms come down, bend the knees. Bring the arms up. Straighten the knees. Arms come down, exhale. Link it with your breath. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms go up. Straighten the knees. Exhale, arms come down. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach up. Last time, keep the arms up. Shift to the right foot again and step the left foot all the way forward again. Warrior two this time. Arms out. Exist inside your warrior two. You're gonna take a little longer stance now that you're here. We're gonna bring the left arm up. You're gonna put that hand down on the front leg and bring the right arm up. Left arm up. Inhale. Right arm up. Exhale. Left arm up. Breathe in. Right arm up. Exhale. Come back to warrior two. And push back to mountain pose at the back of your mat. Breathe here. Inhale, arms up. Shift the weight over into your left foot. Step your right foot forward. Warrior two. So you're here, take a little longer stance. Exist inside the pose. We're going to flow. Inhale, lift up the right arm. Exhale, left arm over. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, left arm over. Inhale, lift the right arm. Exhale, left arm over. Inhale, lift the right. Exhale, left over. Not your leftovers, but left over the head. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale. Back to warrior two. Exist in the pose. Feel the breath moving through the stillness. You bend, push off the back leg. Back to mountain. Have your feet about hips distance or shoulders distance apart. Bend the knees slightly as you bow forward. Turn your head, try to look over a shoulder. Turn your head, try to look over the other shoulder. Back down and let's rise back up. Inhale, come up onto our tippy toes now. Tippy toes. The hands out in front. Stay on your tippy toes. Start to bend your knees. Like you're sliding your back down a wall. Tippy toes. Arms back up. Straighten the legs, tall as you can be. And relax on down. Good. Shift over to the right foot. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Take the right arm all the way up and over to the floor in front of you. Twist your lunge. Look over the left shoulder. One big movement now. Put the back foot back down. Swoop the right arm all the way back up. All the way back up. Stay with me. And bend your back knee and put your hands on it. As low as you can, bend your back knee. Good. Come out of that pose. Warrior two. Let's do that on this side one more time. I'm going to go back. Warrior one. Warrior two. Keep breathing and moving. Take the right hand all the way to the front. Twist your lunge. You can take that hand all the way back up and around. Both hands go with you. And you're going to bend your back knee as deep as you can. Just kind of work with that other leg. Load that back leg, bend deep, and then come back up, warrior two. Good. Now you kind of know what's happening. We'll do one more round on this side before we go to the other side. Okay, warrior one first. Breathe, warrior two. Find the breath, moving through the postures. Big windmill motion, exhale all the way down. Right hand in front, twisting, inhale. Breathe here, exhale. Big long inhale, all the way up with that arm. And as you bring the hands down and bend that back leg, exhale. Inhale back up, warrior two. Yeah, it looked pretty flowy that time. Let's step to the back of our mat. Let's try with the other side. Weight in the left leg, you're going to step on forward with the right, warrior one. Warrior two. Twist in the pose. Take the left hand all the way to the front. Twist your lunge. Inhale. Back foot down. Come all the way up. Inhale up. And here we go. Drop into that back leg. Bend deep. Inhale up. Warrior two. Scoop back. Warrior one. Two more rounds. Exist in the pose. Feel the body existing in stillness. Your awareness surrounds it. Your breath moves through it. Warrior two. Left hand all the way down. Twist your lunge. Inhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, load that back leg. And up, warrior two. Last round, warrior one. Breathe deep, friends. Exhale. Warrior two, breathe deep. Long inhale. Long exhale. Left hand all the way down. Twist. Left arm all the way up. Exhale, bend your back leg nice and deep. Hand on that thigh. Inhale, warrior two. Let's come to the front of our mats. Arms up. Exhale down. Good work. Your hand, left hand over the head, and let the weight of the hand open the neck. Pause here a moment. Other side. Then interlock your fingers, reaching forward and up high to the sky. Shift your weight over to your right foot. Open your wings, touch your left toe to the floor, as far back behind you as you can. Just the big toe touches down. Good. Inhale, take flight. Put that toe back down. Inhale up, warrior one. Come back over the front leg, back on the tippy toe. Warrior three, take flight. And then inhale, pull that back knee all the way up in front, see if you can balance. and step down. Okay, now you know what's going to happen. We'll try it on the other side. Shift your weight to the left foot. Inhale, arms up. Step, open the wings, step the right toe back, big toe touches. Inhale, take flight. Exhale, step back, warrior one. Reach out over the front leg. That's an exhale. Inhale, take flight. And then exhale, pull the knee forward and up. And release it down. Good. See if you can use the ground just enough to find the balance throughout the sequence. Each side again. Shift over to the right foot. Inhale, arms up. First step is wings and touch down with the back toe. You could just stay here or take flight, lift the back leg. And then drop down, warrior one. Get on the tippy toe. It's a little short of a warrior one for ease of movement. Inhale, take flight. And then exhale, pull the leg forward and up. And reach it down. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, wings out, toe back. That's the left, I'm sorry, it's the right toe's back now. Inhale, take flight. Exhale, warrior one. Reach out over, tippy toe. Take flight. Exhale, pull the knee forward and up. And down. That's the hardest part, getting that back leg all the way through. So you can touch the ground down, touch the toe down as you make your way through to have it be more smooth in the movement, more connected to the breath. We've got one more round. We did 3 and 3 in the last set. We'll do 3 and 3 on this set. Arms up. Left toe back, wings out. Take flight. Drop back. Reach out, inhale. Take flight. Exhale, pull the knee up. Relax it down. Arms up. Right toe back, take flight. All right, take flight, inhale. Drop back, warrior one. Reach out and over. Take flight. And then pull it forward and through. Back down, mountain pose. Good. Rest your moment in the pose. Excellent. Let's take a nice wide stance on our mat. Hands on your hips. Just draw hip circles for a moment. Reverse those hip circles. Bring the heels in, about 45 degrees, and bend your knees, horse stance. Same thing here, horse stance here, breathe. You're going to push the hands forward. Push the hands forward, try to feel your core tones as you do this. And you're going to take your right hand underneath you. You're going to take your left hand overhead and reach those left fingers over to the right. Good. Swirl it back, hands by your chest. Push forward again until you feel your core engage. Take your left hand underneath, like you're holding a bowl in front of your belly. Take your right hand up and over. Breathe. Swirl it back, hands in front of the chest. Push forward, tone the core. Straighten your legs and relax a moment. Little hip circles, it feels good. Let's do another round. Bend your knees back into your horse stance. Inhale, hands by your shoulders or chest. Push forward. Right hand scoops under. Left hand reaches over. Swirl it back. Push out in front again. Feel the core engage. Left hand scoops under. Right hand scoops over. Swirl it back. Push in front again. Straighten the legs. Breathe. Relax. Got one more round. Bend the knees. Push out in front. Feel the core engage. Right hand scoops under. Left hand scoops over. Swirl it back. Push out in front. Left hand scoops under. Right hand reaches over. Swirl it back. Push out. Straighten the legs. You're going to turn the heels out. Back to parallel. And bow forward. Bend the knees or keep them straight. Whatever works for you. Do find your hands on a surface. Blocks, the floor. Whatever works. Deep breathing here, let the body relax. Go ahead, bend just one knee a little more deeply than the other. And then the other side. Back to center. And inhale, come on up. Good. Let's go practice at the wall if you'd like for some balancing, or you can just stay on your mat. Your tree pose first today. You're going to shift over into your right foot. So if you're using the wall, you may put your right hand wall to the side of you or in front of you for this one. Take the left foot up into the thigh or against the calf. Gentle pressure there, leg to foot, foot to leg. If you're not using the wall, either way, the free hands will turn so the palms point forward. Opening across your shoulders and chest here. The palms turn forward. They might even turn past forward, so thumbs back. Trying to feel that it's connected to your chest and shoulders, wrapping toward the back, opening across the front. Good, now try to push with your lifted foot, push energy down, and sort of push energy down with your fingertips as well. So push down with your legs, your left foot, your fingertips, and let your heart, center of your skull, rise. Now exist in the pose. Good, release that down. Might rotate if you're going to use the wall. Let your left hand can use the wall. And then you're going to push down to your left foot, take up your right foot into the thigh or calf. And you can even put your toe on a block and have your heel against your inner calf. That's another variation to keep both feet grounded. And you'll turn the palms forward, or whatever free hands are forward. Break the connection, foot to leg, leg to foot. And And try to push that energy down. Turn the thumbs slightly back, wrapping the shoulders towards each other. And then reach the fingertips down. Releasing tension off the sides of the neck. Bring the chest and center of your skull up. And now exist inside the pose. Feel the pose moving through time and space as you breathe. Good. As you sit down. Excellent. You're going to, if you're using the wall, you're going to have the left side, the wall be on your left side. Wall be on your left side. You're going to bring up your left knee and put your right hand across it. And so your left hand can be on the wall. If you don't need the wall, you're going to rest your hand on that left hip and actually sort of guide that hip down. And now you'll turn from your waist and shoulder to the left. And if you've got the wall, you'll walk your hand back along the wall. And release down. Maybe use the wall's on the right side of you. And go ahead and lift the right leg up and put your left hand across it. Breathe and turn from the waist and shoulder. Come back and center yourself. Very good. Separate the feet and bend the knees some, squat posture. And place your fingertips down on the floor, and we'll walk our knees back again. Let's do pigeon pose first today. Go ahead and bring the left knee forward and the foot across. We're going to go to pigeon posture. So keep your knees in the center line. Have the left foot kind of wing out to the right. Keep your knees towards the center line. Back the back leg up. You can stand your hands or bow forward. Breathe. Exist in the pose. You can feel the breath. You can feel the breath it's like a sense of life. And the pose can be this static, stoic, still presence. The breath just moves through it. You can watch this. Watch this from your mind. Watch this with your attention. And the advanced technique, the advanced yoga, would be to grow beyond the body in this watching. Let's walk it in. Come back to neutral posture. What do we mean by grow beyond the body? Well, you can also observe the stillness of the room, the space that you're in. Bring the right knee forward and take the foot across. Try to keep the knees in the midline as you back the back knee up. And so you can feel that the body is still and you can feel that the breath is moving. And you just sort of open your awareness to encapsulate your whole space Sort of all your senses, your ears, your eyes, your sense of feeling, not just focused on the body. And it's like you're observing from a kind of almost, you could think of like a bird's eye view, or observing from around your environment rather than being inside your environment. This is where you can find a lot of stillness, presence. Go ahead and rock a moment. See if the pose goes any deeper. And then bring the knees back up. Let's do our kneeling pose. Separate our feet. If you want to sit on a block or blocks, go right ahead, put them between the feet. Knees are close to touching or touching. We've got the strap today, so go ahead and find that strap again. I recommend doubling it up and then holding the two open ends in your left hand. Holding the two open ends in your left hand, you're going to reach that behind your head. So your knuckles are touching your upper back. And with your right hand, you're going to reach behind your back and hold that strap. And then you can just walk the hands towards each other a little bit until your shoulders tell you that's plenty. You just sort of hold that shape. Once again, find your breath. It's a good pose too, John. Keeping that right leg up in front. I like that. Good. Release the strap. From kneeling posture, you're going to take down the buckles. Hold it in your right hand. Reach the right hand behind your head. Reach the left hand behind your back and grab the strap and sort of walk that hand up the strap and down the strap until you find where the pose has the right amount of tension. The right amount of tension to hold our presence. And we breathe here. We exist here. We reset ourselves here. We remember that these health and wellness is good. It's good for our lives. But that there is a deeper meaning to yoga. There's a perspective that we can gain for our lives. It goes beyond the stretching, the strengthening. And we actually use the postures to facilitate this presence of mind existing in the shape of the pose. Good. Release the strap and cast it off to the side. Let your shoulders and head grow heavy. Open the back a little bit. And just keep resting here. Let this be a posture in and of itself. Releasing of the upper back. Trying to feel the muscle and bone drip away from the spine. Rock all the way down to our hands. Rise up. Good. Go ahead, cross the right knee behind the left knee. Cross the right knee behind the left knee and open the feet to their opposite edge of the mat. Then sit back so that you might sit on a prop still. So the knees are kind of stacked and the feet are on the outsides of your hips. This would be plenty, just existing and trying to keep your spine upright. You can touch your fingertips wide so your arms look like a pyramid. And then let your forehead grow heavy, trying to stretch the pyramid out, making this really wide base with the pyramid. Again, opening the back of the shoulders and neck. Exist inside the pose. Embrace the quiet. Rock up. Change which knee was on top or which knee was in front. So you'll put the other knee behind and again separate the feet in their opposite direction before sitting back. You can stay just like this with a straight spine or stretch your arms out like a pyramid. Let your head grow heavy. Good. Come back up. Go ahead, put your legs out in front and slowly lower down onto your back. With one or two props, lift your hips up and put your hips on them. And then you bring your legs up into the air. Just kind of floating, dangling there. So this is like a supported shoulder stand a little bit if your hips are high enough. Or it's just called legs up the wall. You can have your hips on the ground, honestly. As the hips go higher, you can really plant your shoulder blades and your skull to open the back of the neck and shoulder. And either way, you're going to get the benefits of an inversion. Keeping the legs up here. As we've been doing all class, and it's very common for an inversion. So just hold it for a few breaths. Feel the breath moving through the stillness of the pose. Perhaps observe the body, the breath, this environment inside your awareness. Bend the knees. Return the feet to the earth. Remove any props and lower your hips down. Let your body and mind grow quiet. Perhaps take a gentle twist to each side if you'd like. Keep letting the body and the mind grow quiet. Appreciating existence. Into a pose of deep rest if you aren't already there. You might forget the body, you might forget the breath and the environment for a little while. But the knowledge that you exist, that can't go anywhere. Move the fingers and toes. And take a comfortable seat. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.